So, do you think democracy is the right form of government? Because many arguments come that we can't give the right to people to choose their leader because people don't know think about how the country is run. They don't know anything,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
most people are concerned with their life. So
yes.
poor people are concerned more about their just to earn a daily wage to survive, and it's kind of same way with rich people also. But they can't be given the right to choose their leader because they don't know the leader personally also, and they don't know how to run a country also. So what do you think about that?
Yes, that's what I talked about it briefly, whether being able to vote is a right or a privilege. So again and again, that's been debated, and making it a right is what seems to be more effective. Yes, like example, a person who's just thinking about his survival probably doesn't care how the country is run or what the government is implementing, but he's the one. So outside of your family, the government is the one that makes the most difference. So there's this video about what makes people successful. Again, it's a different video by a guy called Varatasian. What makes people successful? They compared. So, like example, astronauts, right? All the top candidates for astronauts, they are all equally good. Who got eventually picked was just based off luck. So this is again like simulation that was run mathematically by researchers, and then they did that and just based off luck. And one of the most important factors of luck is which country you're born in, which is proxy for how good the government is. That
Yes,
determines
right,
a
right.
lot about whether you're successful or not. It makes a difference in too, like how good the government is, what opportunity you get. It makes a example like since you guys talking about Indians, like here we might think okay, Indians are like not good at running the country, right? Or they're not very smart people or something. You can look at
Right, at
Sundar
some point of
Pichai
time.
and Satya Nadella and like a lot of people who are tech CEOs here. They are also Indians. They grew up here. They just got an
Right.
opportunity here to be able to run the country. They run those best companies in the world, one of the best companies in the world. They have to be very smart and they have to be very good at it. Like they're the same people like us. It's just that they were given opportunities. So a lot of it is depends on the environment. But
Yeah,
going back to your question, I think everybody being able to vote is important. It's just that they need the right information and they need the right context.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we should do more better job of educating people that it is an important factor for them outside of their family, their government. Like this COVID is example, very good example. It's just so
Right.
incompetent that people were dying because there wasn't oxygen available. That's one of the most basic things the hospital has. If there's a competent government, we would have had seen far fewer. That same thing in US too. Actually, Trump was extremely horrible at it. That's why so many people died in US. Despite he
Right.
actually constantly interfered with the system was already very good. That's why actually they were able to bring it under control. But he managed the system so badly. It's all because like they have a system, and the system is basically like the government, people picking the right people to do the right thing. So right people being at the right place is important, but everybody needs to be able to take election seriously and vote for the right candidates. And the election commission, at least the election commission in India, is trying their best to make sure people have the right information. So that's why they have to candidates have to disclose their assets, their criminal background, their educational history, all of those things. That's trying to give more and more information for people to understand what the candidate's strengths and weaknesses are, and based on that, pick the right candidate. But a lot of time now, what
Okay.
happens is it's either they pick based on religion alone or the caste alone. If they can't belong
hmm.
to their caste, they just vote blindly based on that. That is something we should change. I think that changes with education. But considering all the different types of governments in the world, democracy is the one that is most effective.
Right.
Before that,
Right.
there were this monarchies like kings who are so rich and powerful. They owned every single thing in the world, in every single
Exactly.
thing in the country. They could
In their
take
country.
anything they want from anyone they want. They could commit any crime they want. There was no punishment
Right.
for them. Just because of luck of
Right,
birth, being born in a specific family, they could do
yeah,
anything they want
Right.
and get it. Right now, we're in a state like I don't think there are very few countries in the world there is still dictatorship, but most countries in the world nobody is above the law. Even the president or the prime minister, if he commits a crime, he still be prosecuted. That's possible because of
hmm,
democracy.
yeah,
So yes, it's not perfect system. There's still a lot to improve. There are some countries where it works because they pick the
hmm,
right candidate to do the right job. As long as that happens, I think yes, it is good, and everybody having a voice is important.
Okay.
right.
So
But education is important.
democracy, according to you, is best form of the government that can happen.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the trend, right? That's why like more and more countries are moving toward democracy. Like 50 years back,
Right.
after World War
That's
II,
also a
most of
reason.
them were dictatorship. Right now,
Exactly.
majority of the countries in the world are democracy because we've seen that's a
Democratic.
system that works.
Yes.
It works for most people, at least. It may not work for everyone, but it works for most people.